Ken Tamplin. Well, it looks like this guy just never knows how to shut his mouth. You are such a clown. Today's video, Ken is claiming to have got the gig to replace Michael Hutchence after he passed away. Now, Michael Hutchence passed away in 1997, and INXS didn't make any appearances till about the year 2000, where they did some gigs here and there. Now, during that time, they used a couple of different singers, but there was no tours on the cards. They did get John Stevens. People would know him from the band Noiseworks, and here's a bit of John.
You never expected to be in your wildest dreams.
It wasn't until 2002, some 5 years after Michael's death, and 3 years with John Stevens singing, did INXS do a full 40-city tour, which was in the USA. I want you to remember that point when you listen to Ken's interview. John Stevens left INXS in 2003, October in fact, and still played some gigs right up to 2005. Straight after that, in 2005, INXS created Rockstar INXS, where they searched for a new singer. And in that search, they found JD Fortune.
Was the color of her hair.
JD Fortune went on and won the competition to be INXS lead singer, and he wrote this amazing song while on the show, in fact.
It ain't pretty. I've done the show. It ain't pretty when the pretty leaves you with no place to go.
So sit back and listen to Story Time with Ken Tamplin, and put down in the comments section what you believe. Now you know a little bit more about INXS if you didn't, and their touring history after Michael Hutchence' death. And remember this, Ken, people are always going to call out your bullshit.
And I did do, in fact, I got kicked out of rehearsal room one time when Hutchence had just died.
His name is Michael Hutchence, not Hutchison, you idiot.
In INXS, and they brought me out in LA at SIR Studios to do this kind of cattle call rehearsal thing, and I got the gig, but I said, hey, I've got 2 young kids at home. Same thing would happen with Journey, but 2 young kids at home, and I said, I can tour for like a month at a time, but I'm not going to go out for like 6 months like you guys do, 7, 8 months. And the tour manager said to me, he goes, yeah, don't worry about it. We're only going to do 3-week dates, 1-month dates, no problem. And I agreed to do the gig. And so then when I got the tour schedule, it was 6 months out of the country. It was the first leg of the tour. And I said, we just discussed that I couldn't do this. And he goes, F you, welcome to show business. And I made this stupid comment, no wonder Hutchence offed himself if he had a manager like you. Comment, no wonder Hutchence offed himself if he had a manager like you. Comment, no wonder Hutchence offed himself if he had a manager like you. And then they basically threw me out on here.
Thanks for watching, guys, and check out our new song, Riding the Highway. The link is in the description. Cheers.
Feeling wild and untamed. The
outback to the coast I roam, wheels turning with stories of the life I've known. Friendships made at fuel stops, laughter